Hey, today we are going to talk about and do a loving-kindness meditation. You may have heard this referred to by its Buddhist term, metta. Sweeping the Western world in the last number of years as more and more science shows that, guess what? This stuff actually really does help. It's awesome. I'm going to explain why in a minute. But first, I want to tell you why I personally was a very late adopter for metta, for loving-kindness meditation. Because I think the fact that it took me so long to come to it makes me the best person to share it with you today. I've been doing my own nightly, every night metta for the last 5 years, but I had to be convinced to do it because the first exposure that I had to it had a lot of dark side in it, and I want to talk about that with you all because you may also have encountered this, and this may also be causing a hitting of the brakes for you. You may have heard, oh yeah, loving kindness meditation, it's something I should do, like kombucha or like a green smoothie or one more yoga class. But you may also have this inner I don't know, I'm maybe not for me feeling, and I want to address that first. So in order to do so, I invite you to come with me back in my memory to about 10 years ago, when I was first learning ancient Thai body work. That was the first time I was exposed to metta, to loving-kindness meditation. So imagine, if you will, a classroom full of statues and incense and empathic, healing, nurturing, kind, quiet, loving people, all dressed in like powder blue, who loved speaking softly, and who sort of drift around like, oh yeah, how can I make you feel better today? It's all about you. So that was the environment. And my Thai bodywork teacher was the embodiment of this kind of atmosphere. She was very gentle and quiet, nurturing. She was very nice. She was very appropriate. And this was all very counter to my own nature. I'm like, that's not me. Those are not my words. And at the end of each class, we would wrap up each session with a loving-kindness meditation that our teacher would lead us in. And she didn't explain why we were doing it. She didn't help us understand any of the science behind it, and I'm a science nerd. I love quantifiable data. I'm like, show me the research, and then maybe we'll talk. I was coming into this from a background of a wider social culture and also of an immediate healing arts, healing sciences culture of self-erasing and having to do everything for others all the time and having to think of others and never having a place for me. And it's possible that there may be some of you out there who resonate with that, whose lives do involve a lot of let's think of others, let's think of others, let's think of others, let's think of others some more, and then the day is done. And there hasn't ever been a time for you. So in this already unspokenly somewhat toxic environment, we did our metta, and it was very quiet and nice and appropriate, and we used very general words, very non-specific. And I just would go home and rage, be like, I am so burnt out and exhausted with the world demanding things from me. When do I get to matter? When do I get to count? When do I get to be a part of this experience? And so that was my dark side. And I'm sharing it with you because by now I have read or listened to or watched or taken classes with so many people teaching metta, teaching loving-kindness meditations. And I've never heard anyone explain it in any phrase other than it's a meditation that helps you develop your focus on others. And I invite you to look at that with a grain of salt. Because for me, the true value of metta is that it helps you be right-sized. It helps you develop love and compassion and kindness for all living beings. That means you too. So if you're already very good at having loving compassion and kindness for yourself, great. Metta helps you develop your loving compassion and kindness for others. This is absolutely true. But guess what? If you are one of the millions, billions of people on the planet who already has their thinking of others into overdrive, I find that the true power of metta is that it includes you in the equation. And what I had to figure out for myself over many years is that only by being right-sized and by being included in the equation can we legitimately engage in a loving and kind and mutually compassionate relationship with anybody. So that said, I wanted to see the data. I wanted to see the science. I wanted to see the math. And I also wanted to see, bluntly, what's in it for me. I wanted to understand how this practice could help me and not only everybody else. Because I learned that when something helps me, it also helps everyone else automatically. So I wrote down some of the wonderful sciencey reasons that Emma Seppala, the science director of the Stanford Center for Compassion and Altruism Research and Education, and also co-director of wellness for the Yale Center of Emotional Intelligence, has shared with us. So here are her reasons to try loving-kindness meditation. And every single one of these has multiple sciencey, researchy studies backing it up. Happy to share them with you. Send me a message. So here they are. It increases well-being. Metta increases love, joy, contentment, gratitude, hope, pride, interest in life, amusement, and awe, which in turn increase personal resources like increased mindfulness, sense of purpose, social support, and even decreased illness symptoms, which in turn increase life satisfaction and reduce depressive symptoms and anxiety. Metta helps with healing. It decreases anger, psychological distress, physical pain. It reduces chronic lower back pain and migraines. Cool. It decreases post-traumatic stress disorder symptoms, and it decreases schizophrenia spectrum disorders. It helps with your emotional intelligence. It activates, strengthens, and even builds the parts of your brain responsible for empathy, emotional processing, and emotional regulation. And it helps with your stress responses, making your psychophysiology more resilient. And even just 10 minutes of metta immediately slows down your breathing and helps you relax. And also interesting, it slows aging because stress shortens your telomeres, which are the little tiny ends of your chromosomes that deteriorate with age and stress. And it has been shown that people who regularly practice metta have longer telomeres than people of the same age who don't. And also helps with your social connection, makes you more helpful, increases compassion, increases empathy, decreases your biases against people who are different from you, increases your social connection, and it helps with self-love, reduces self-criticism, improves self-compassion, and best thing of all is that metta is helpful both immediately and in the long term. Even just a few minutes of this can create feelings of social connection and positivity, and metta keeps on working for you even if you stop. And the more you do it, obviously, the better it works. So I want you to remember, most of these studies were done between periods of 7 and 12 weeks, but in general, your brain, your neuroscience, takes 90 days to build a new mental habit. So if you're going to try this and you're serious, I invite you to try metta for 3 months. Try it every day for 3 months, see how you are. Don't take my word for it, see what happens for you. And I personally have found, after 5 years of doing metta every single day, that it really does create compassion for others. It really does help me see others as human beings as opposed to whatever dark thoughts I may have had about them before. It also does, for me personally, increase my sense of well-being, enoughness, engagedness, connectedness, and it really does make me personally feel like an engaged, valuable, and lovable member of this universe. So give it a try, find out how it works for you, and I'm going to now tell you what we're going to do, and then we're going to do it. So this is taught many different ways. I often find that people leave out two of the juiciest and most vital parts, but traditionally this meditation is first done for the self. That's something that people sometimes leave out. First done for the self, then for somebody you love, then for someone you feel neutrally about, then for someone you legitimately do not like. People often leave that part out, and it's a juicy part, it's a money part. And then for all the beings of the world. Okay? And I really want you to pay attention to what you personally bring to the opportunity to deal with yourself. That can be particularly sticky for people. And also the part that's for other people that you actually don't like. This part is often left out, and then when it is included, people often cloak it in unhelpful language. For me, the value of projecting, sending metta to people who you are angry at, or don't like, or think are doing a terrible job, is not a passive lying down acceptance of life. It's not a collapsing experience at all. It's a really active, engaged experience instead of helping you feel like you're taking control of the world, which is important. And also it helps you see immediately that if this person you don't like or who is bothering you had these good things going on for them, then maybe they wouldn't behave as they did. So, how I do metta is every day I like to come up with something that I legitimately, juicy, really do want. 3 things. And I invite you in your own practice to do it that way too, because this way it's fun, and this way you want to show up and do it every day. For the purpose of this video, we are going to use 3 general concepts that are pretty classic and show up in most people's versions of metta. However, I find that if you actually want to make this a habit and do it for real, please come up with your own thing every day, and it can be funny, it can be fun, it can feel a little bit sassy, it can make you go, oh, if only they knew that I was thinking this. The more you do it that way, the more likely you are to actually keep doing this, and the more likely you are to actually connect with this practice, which is the important thing. So for this video, though, we are just going to go general so that you get the idea. First, we are going to do our metta for ourselves, then for someone we love, then for someone neutral, someone we don't like, and then for the whole world. Got it? And we're also going to take a quick practice at first of just remembering, oh yeah, what does love feel like anyway? What is this love stuff that we're projecting? So take a moment. Close your eyes, arrive in your space. Take a few normal breaths. And then allow your breath to fill your body as much as it's comfortably ready to do so. Feel your breath comfortably washing through your body in a way that it feels ready to do so. And take a moment to feel your butt on whatever surface is touching, if you're sitting down, and feel that support and feel that ease. And however much you're ready to do so, you can allow your body to let gravity accept it and support it in a way that feels comfortable. And if your feet are touching the ground, you can allow your feet to experience exactly what they feel like touching the ground. And if you want to, you can invite some breath into your feet and feel the breath flowing through your feet. And again, feel the gravity supporting your feet and your body. And to whatever extent you feel comfortable and easy doing so, you can allow gravity to receive the weight of your feet and your body. Just show up for wherever you are right now. That's perfect. And now, take another nice, free, easy breath all the way through your body. And take a quick mental reminder of what a love, healthy love, supportive love, wholesome love feels like for you. I invite you to think of somebody. It can be a family member, an animal, a boyfriend or a girlfriend. It can be yourself. Somebody who loves you, whose love actually makes you feel good. Somebody who loves you in a healthy way that makes you feel supported and strong. And get a nice image in your mind of that person or animal, whomever it may be. And feel in your heart what their love feels like for you. When you're feeling really loved by that person or animal, what does that feel like in your heart? Take 3 breaths and tune into that feeling in your heart, really imagining that person or animal loving you in this moment. And now take yourself, imagine yourself as you are right now. Imagine that in your mind. Get a clear picture of yourself. And we're going to say to ourselves 3 times, may I be well, may I be happy, may I be peaceful. May I be well, may I be happy, may I be peaceful. May I be well, may I be happy, may I be peaceful. Awesome. And now bring to mind somebody you really love. Can be anybody, anywhere, anytime. But what matters is that you get a very clear mental picture of them and really hold them in your mind and hold them in your heart. And now say, may my beloved, or their name, may my beloved be well, may they be happy, may they be peaceful. May my beloved be well, may they be happy, may they be peaceful. May my beloved be well, may they be happy, may they be peaceful. And now, please imagine somebody about whom you have totally neutral feelings. I often imagine somebody I passed in the street, or somebody who lives in a building across from me whom I've never met before. And get as clear an image in your mind as you can of that person. Think, may this person be well, may this person be happy, may this person be peaceful. May this person be well, may this person be happy, may this person be peaceful. May this person be well, May this person be happy. May this person be peaceful. And now go ahead, enjoy the next part. It's fun. Think of a person you really don't like. Could potentially be a political leader with whose policies you firmly disagree, or somebody who wronged you, somebody you're jealous of, someone you haven't forgiven, anything. Just find someone you legitimately have a beef with. That's how this works best. And get a clear picture in your mind. And this is not saying that you have to start liking this person. No. This is not saying that you have to start agreeing with their actions. No. It's just get a clear picture in your mind of this person, and then find out inside yourself what happens when you think fully of this person. May this person be well. May this person be happy. May this person be peaceful. May this person be well. May this person be happy. May this person be peaceful. May this person be well. May this person be happy. And may this person be peaceful. Awesome. And now lastly, go ahead, have an Aquarian moment. Expand your attention out to all the beings of the universe, all the living beings, and take a moment to just hold them in your mind, hold them in your heart, and send out to them exactly as they are right now the following. May all living beings everywhere be well. May all living beings everywhere be happy. May all living beings everywhere be peaceful. May all living beings everywhere be well. May all living beings everywhere be happy. May all living beings everywhere be peaceful. May all living beings everywhere be well. May all living beings everywhere be happy. And may all living beings everywhere be peaceful. Awesome. Take a moment with your eyes closed. Feel your breath washing through you. Check in with your heart, with your mind, with your physical state. Notice if anything's different. Congratulate yourself on a job well done. And then when you're ready, you can come back to everyday life and open your eyes. Congratulations, you've done your first metta. I really encourage you to check this out for yourself. Don't believe what I say, don't believe what other teachers say. I invite you to investigate this by doing it. Do it every day. If you can do it every day for 3 months, you'll have created a new mental habit. Create your own relationship with this and find out all the interesting, juicy little details that make this your practice, make this meaningful for you. Because when you make it meaningful for you, then you do experience all those lovely benefits that science talks about, and you also do your awesome little part to help save the universe in your own unique way. Good luck.